Radhe Shyam. This is Sunday Satsang, February 16, 2025, Radhakundam. The first part of the Sangha, we talk about Guru Tattva, some notes from my Guru Tattva notebook. And this particular discussion is, where we spoke this one. This is Guru-disciple relationship. It's called Guru-Shishya Sambandha. We find in Madhya Lila Chaitanya Charitamrita that in Madhya chapter 9, verse 93 through 107, there's a very interesting Leela of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaur Leela. Mahaprabhu was in South India, and he visited a temple, I think in Udupi. Maybe, I'm not sure. It strikes me as Udupi. I don't remember exactly where. It's some South Indian place. And there was a Brahmin there, and he was considered illiterate. Not illiterate, he was reading, he could read, but he wasn't very expert in Sanskrit. He was a Brahmin, wasn't very expert. And he was reading Gita, and he was crying. So everyone in India, and there are so many people around the world, are reading Bhagavad Gita, but no one's crying. Maybe they're falling asleep even, more likely. Because people don't have much ruchi or taste for Shastra. It's rather boring to most people. But it was crying, and Lord Chaitanya was attracted to that. We saw him in the temple, sitting with a Bhagavad Gita in his hand, and he was crying while looking at the Gita. So Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bhagavan Sri Krishna directly, so he knows the heart of every living entity. He knows the desire and everything about everyone. So he understood this is a very illiterate Brahmin. He didn't know Sanskrit very well. And in that temple, there were other Brahmins there that were making fun of this Brahmin. They said, why he's trying to read Sanskrit. And why was he reading the Bhagavad Gita every day? Because his Guru Agya, the Guru gave him seva, gave an order to read Bhagavad Gita every day. So he was struggling with the Sanskrit, but he understood the deeper meaning of the Gita, which on one level, the Gita is a book of philosophy, and Tattva, on another level, on a deeper level, the Bhagavad Gita is about love, it's about prema, it's about feelings and sentiments of a conditioned soul finally getting enough mercy and enough intelligence to surrender to Bhagavan Sri Krishna and begin a life of seva. So that's the ultimate conclusion of Gita. Surrender to Krishna in love and serve him with love. Madmana bhava mad bhakta madhyaji mam namaskuru mami vashesi satyam te pratijane priyosime. Krishna tells 4 secrets in Bhagavad Gita. The Guyam, Guyatara, Guyatam, and Sarva Guyatamam. There's 4, Guya means secret. So he tells 4 secrets in Gita, and the 4th one is the verse I just quoted, which is 1865 of the Gita, where Krishna tells Arjuna, well, everything I'm teaching, the ultimate teaching is about love. It's love, 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 prema. Not mundane material love, man, woman, but love for Atma, for Paramatma, love for Jiva, for Bhagavan, love for human beings, for God. So then how do you love God? So you always think of him, Manmana, Baba Mad Bhakta. You become a devoted to Krishna, Mad Bhakta. Madhyaji, you worship him, and you offer respect and obeisance and prayers. Namaskar means prayers, and stotrams, stutis, astakams, prayers. So Krishna Krishna taught Arjuna as a representative of all conditioned souls how to be a lover of God. That's the teaching of Gita. So this Brahmin in South India, the Lord Chaitanya saw, he understood the dynamics of love. And he was looking at the Gita, specifically, the Gita had a picture in it. And that picture had, what was the picture? It was Krishna with the chariot wheel? Parthasarthi. There was a painting in the Gita of Krishna driving the chariot of Arjuna. So this is the ultimate loving relationship, that the lover surrenders to the beloved and lets the beloved take them anywhere. Like sometimes when people fall in love, they say, I love you so much, I'll go anywhere with you. Like sometimes people get jobs overseas, so the wife says, I'm not going. But a surrendered person will say, wherever you go, I'll go, you know. So this picture showed Krishna driving Arjuna's chariot, which represents God driving the chariot of our Atma. The chariot is us, the Atma, and the driver is Bhagavan. So when there's love, if you love someone, you don't care, you go anywhere, you'll be in heaven if you're in love. So you go to hell, you're in heaven. Like some people say, I don't mind going to hell if I can go with you. I told that story to Delhi, the guy's students, you know. So this is the idea. So Lord Chaitanya embraced him, and when Lord Chaitanya was doing in South India, two things Lord Chaitanya was doing. What was he doing? He was chanting Nam and Harinam Sankirtan and distributing the holy name all over India, engaging people in Harinam Sankirtan. What else was he doing? What's the Kashvani say?
Speak about Radha. Speaking Radha.
Sometimes. Prema pradayate. He was giving prema. Wow. This is what he was doing. He was giving the holy name, which will eventually manifest prema. But he was strictly giving prema. He gave prema to trees. What trees?
Coconut.
Just because you like mango shakes, not mango. Coconut. He raised 7 coconut trees. Who were those trees? The Saptarishis, the monastic, the mental sons of Brahma. Who are they? Vashishta, who are the sons? Atri. Bhrigu, Atri. Marichi. Pulasya. Pulaha. Vasishta. What's the last one? Angira. Angira. Angirasa. That sounds like good lucky son. Angirasa. Nice. So they got embraced. They were in the form of coconut trees. So Lord Chaitanya, what about Charikam Forest? What happened there?
Animals.
Tigers got prema and kissed the deer. Usually they put them in their belly. Tigers eat a deer, there's no lunch. But when Lord Chaitanya gave prema to the tigers, they said, hey deer, you want to dance? Hello deer, would you like to dance? Yeah, let's dance. So this is the phenomenal miracles of Lord Chaitanya. Jesus Christ came and did miracles and cured the sick. That's a good deal if you're sick. Guru Maharaj gave prema because everybody's lovesick. Every single jiva in the material world is lovesick. So who's a better medicine man? Jesus or Mahaprabhu? Mahaprabhu. Both. He said both of them.
Yeah, because they're all from Krishna.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's more balanced. We don't have any feet in Christianity anymore. You have one foot in Christianity.
Isu's still blessing billions of people.
Yes,
all
in
over
fact,
the world.
he's still rocking.
Yeah, so.
Okay, you're more middle road. I'm more fanatical approach. Forgive me.
No,
We need somebody to keep a balance here.
it's good to love everybody.
We're like, there's unity and fanaticism, but some balanced intelligence is also required. So Jesus did a good thing. He's still doing a good thing. Maharaj did a good thing. That's the idea. So, Lord Chaitanya blessed him with prema. And then there's the story of Ramanuja's servant addressed an assembly of scholars. What's that story? You know that story? Was it Quraysh? What's his name? What's the story?
He was actually cooking.
He was a disciple of Ramanujacharya, Quraysh. He was doing all paricharya seva, personal seva, cooking, gathering firewood, because they cooked on firewood, wood. So he was gathering wood from the forest, washing clothes, humble seva. And what happened?
So all the other disciples thought that this disciple is not having any knowledge of Vedanta and not having any Tattva Gyan and all. So one day Ramanujacharya...
Because he wasn't attending any classes.
He was not...
Ramanuja was giving 3-4 classes a day. Vyakaran and Naya and so many things, Tattva philosophy, Sandesh. He wasn't there, he was busy doing Guru Seva.
So Ramanujacharya understood the heart of the disciples. So one day he...
What is their heart?
Their heart is that he is not...
They're critical.
Yeah, critical about the disciple who is doing paricharya, seva. So Ramanujacharya one day told this disciple who is doing paricharya seva to give class. And he gave class which is all the disciples were understood actually that he knows everything by Guru Kripa.
Yeah, that's the thing. So he gave this disciple Ramanuja was doing personal service, washing clothes, cooking, gathering firewood, cleaning pots, cleaning the Guru's ashram and room and everything, and latrine, bathroom and everything. And he wasn't attending classes, so the other disciples, godbrothers, they thought he was not very intelligent, was also illiterate, like this other illiterate Brahmin that Lord Chaitanya embraced. So one day to correct this wrong mentality of the other disciples, Ramanuja asked him to give the class, and this so-called illiterate servant disciple gave a brilliant, astonishing class, and everybody was amazed and had a different opinion of him. So there's a famous verse quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Mukha Kavitakari Yansabara Smarane Pangu Giri Lange Deki Taragane, which means Mukha Kavitakari, a mukha full can speak poetry and remember everything. Sabara Smarane, Pangu Giri Lange. Pangu means a lame person, the bad legs, can't walk. He can cross over mountains. And Deki Tari Lange, a blind man can see the stars in the sky. And there's a verse which is a commentary by Srila Sridhar Swami from, it's from, I think, Kramasundar, not Kramasundar, but some other book was it. Can't remember now. But it's right. It's Mukham Kroti Vachalam. That's Bhavarta Deepika commentary on Bhagavatam by Sridhar Swami. Mukham Kroti Vachalam Pangum Langai Tegram Yat Kripa Samhavane Sri Gurundina Taranam by Guru Kripa. So, there's a story, this is about Guru-disciple relationship. What's the power? So in this case, the Guru is reading Gita and got blessed with Lord Chaitanya. A disciple is serving humble service to Ramanuja. He got empowered with all spiritual knowledge. And I cited a verse to describe that one who's a devotee of Guru and Vaishnavas and Krishna, he can speak out, look like a fool, he can speak poetry and know all knowledge. Now here's the story of Vishnu. When Ramchandra killed Vishnu's brother, who's the brother of Vishnu? Ravana. So to celebrate the coronation, Vibhishana was first of all appointed to be the emperor of Lanka in the absence of his deceased brother. And at that time, some Rakshas servants of Vishnu traveled to Ayodhya to celebrate the coronation of Ramchandra as king of Ayodhya. So when they went, Vibhishana stayed for some time in Ayodhya. And all the Rakshasas went back to do their duty in Sri Lanka. But they said, when we were with you, Vibhishana, the ocean opened up and we walked across the floor of the ocean. We didn't have to swim or take a boat or anything. But you're not with us, how are we going to get back? So Vibhishana took an ashwat pata, a leaf from a peepal tree, and he wrote on it R-A-M, and folded up and tied a string around it very tightly, and gave it to the Rakshasa. Have faith in me, and hold this in your hand, and when you get to the ocean, Indian Ocean, between India and Sri Lanka, the ocean will open up and you can cross the ocean. Sounds like the Bible, right? Parting of the Red Sea or something like that. Anyway, all these things are like that. Very similarity in different cultures. For some reason, I don't know how. Which is the first one, or they're all similar, you know. Same different yugas. Anyway, it happened. So when they got back to cross the ocean, the Rakshas were walking across. They had some doubts. Why? Vibhishana said, hold this thing in our hand. It's just some leaf. There's some leaf in our hand. We hold this leaf, we can cross the Indian Ocean, walk across, the waters on both sides of us. They went. So the Rakshas opened up and said, R-A-M. What's this, bro? What is that? And he threw it down like that. Then all the water came out, they all drowned. So they were the useful servants of Ravana, but they became the useless servants of his brother Vishnu because they all drowned. Because they didn't have faith in the Guru, Vishnu, or the holy name of Ram. So this is about Guru Shishya Sambandha, the relationship between Guru and Shishya. How it can be a failure if you don't have faith, how it can be success if you have faith. That's something there. Okay, let's see here. 11th canto of Bhagavatam, chapter 3, verse 36. There's a famous verse quoted from Shvetas Vatra Upanishad. Yesterday, you know that verse? Yesterday, only unto great souls. This is about all these citations and examples and Shastric references are describing the relationship of disciple to Guru. Only to great souls means great devotees, great persons, etc. Even not so great. Even us, any devotee. Because it doesn't say great devotees. It's any person who has implicit faith in the spiritual master and Krishna, all the meaning of the Vedas are revealed to one. This is a commentary. The conclusion of the Vedas is given in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Vedi Shastre Kai Sambandha Avideya Prayojana. Krishna Bhakti Prema Tina Krishna, Krishna Bhakti Prema, Tina Mahadan. This is a verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita. I don't know the verse number, but it starts off with Veda Shastra Kai Sambandha Avideya Prayojan Krishna Krishna Bhakti Prema Tina Mahadan. The Veda Shastra describes Sambandha, means foundation, the basis, the beginning, the Avideya, which means the sadhana, the practice, Prayojana means the ultimate necessity, the conclusion, the goal, the final point. Relationship, foundation, action or sadhana, and the goal, which is Krishna and Krishna's seva and prema, are the three treasures of human life. Okay, that's that entry. Now this is important verse. The Guru is the life and soul of the devotee. This is an often quoted verse from 11th Canto of Bhagavatam, Navayogendra's teachings, chapter 3, verse 22. Guru Devatma Daivata. The spiritual master should be the very Atma, life and worshipful Murti of the disciple. Trishyat Atmata, Amatma, Dohari. Pleased with such an attitude, in other words, if a disciple makes the Guru his or her very life and worshipful Murti, that attitude is very pleasing. That abhiman, that attitude is very pleasing to read. Trishyat Atmatma Dohari. This is part of the verse. It says that Hari becomes very pleased by this type of attitude. Atmatma. Atmatma. The Supreme Atma is Krishna himself. So he gives himself to that devotee. Jiva Goswami's commentary. He says, a dream has some significance while you're dreaming, but when you wake up, it becomes meaningless. Then he says, but the spiritual master gives birth in spiritual life to wake one up from the meaningless dream of material existence. So I think that's good. Okay, what else we have? I wonder if we read all this stuff already. I don't know. I think I repeat it. No, it's still. Yeah, okay, what do you want to say?
May I add some comment on this, what you said?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because we know what happened in this one when we focus.
I heard about it.
Yeah. When we focus our mind and when we think about Guru like God, that He is our worshipable deity. But if Guru is not
Yeah, okay,
ready,
go ahead.
to transfer your love to really right source, but in Him, then
What's your conclusion? What do you want? What point do you want to make?
I want to say that it's dangerous if you have not qualified Guru who can transform your love to right place, but if he become a worshipable deity.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because this is my experience.
Yeah, I know. I respect that, and it's right. Correct. So someone's making a point that because all the verses that describe Guru, even Krishna himself, in 11th canto, he describes Guru. He says, Acharya Mavi Janayan, Namarcha Nabhuyata Suyata. He says, when all the verses describe Guru, they say he's God. Yes, Sakshat Bhagavati. Yes, Sakshat Bhagavati. at 7th canto of Bhagavatam, Narada Muni said, yes, yes, Sakshat Bhagavati. The Guru is directly Bhagavan, but then he has a human side. So the human side means he is God and he's not God. So he's God, it's representative to transfer the love and the service and the dedication from himself to Bhagavan. That's why it's called Sambandha. It's called Guru Shishya Sambandha. Sambandha means linking, means relationship, means connection. So the connecting point, like you have a motorcycle chain or bicycle chain, there's one link. There's so many links. One link's called connecting link. And it has a shape like this. And it connects two links to all the links are the same shape except one is shaped like this. It connects, holds the chain together. So the whole idea that the Guru is to connect his soul with Krishna, connect his love with Krishna, connect his seva with Krishna. If it all stops with the Guru, then the Guru doesn't have a human side anymore. He thinks I'm God and you should worship me. Like I know there was a famous Guru in Vrindavan, when Julan Yatra was there, disciples would swing him on a Julan and sing Julan songs to him. The songs are about Ram Krishna, but they sing to him and dress him up like Krishna. He was dressed like Krishna. So this is not the way to go. The Guru is always supposed to be the via medium. He's an ambassador to God. He's not God. The ambassador is not the prime minister of the country. He's representing the country. So that's a good point you made. Thank you. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, yeah. Just one more point, and we'll go to questions and answers. And Bhakti-Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami describes how bhakti begins. First 4 steps of bhakti. Anyone know those first 4 steps? First step is Guru Padashraya. What does that mean? Take shelter of a Guru. Then what happens? What's the second step? Second step. Diksha. Receive mantra diksha. Gopal mantra, come Gayatri, etc. What's the third step?
Siksha.
You receive shiksha, how to do bhajan, how to worship Krishna. You receive shiksha and nam-tattva, prema-tattva, all different tattvas, how to serve and worship Krishna. The science of bhakti, sadhana bhakti. What's the 4th step? So you received all this stuff, all these gifts, all this knowledge, all these mantras, all this connection. Now it's your turn to pay something. So then there's Vishrambha, Guru seva. Serve the Guru with Vishrambha. What does Vishrambha mean?
Confidence, affection, and trust.
Exact, perfect definition. Confidence. Vishrambha means confidence, affection, and trust. So let's see what we wrote here. Serve the Guru with faith and confidence. Vishrambha also means confidence, but in Bhakti-Rasamrita Sindhu, it implies respect mixed with some fear. For example, if a big person like a CM, Chief Minister, or Prime Minister, is coming to visit a temple, naturally you'll feel respectful. Plus a little fear. But you do everything right. Right procedure, right manners, right behavior, right protocol. You also have a little anxiety if you do everything correctly to please the Prime Minister. So that's how you serve the Guru. Little fear, little anxiety, a lot of respect. Vishrambha includes respect, and with a touch of fear and some anxiety. The disciples approach and service seva to Guru. Vishrambha implies there is some hesitation to get very close to the spiritual master, which there's awe and reverence. So the way I always look at Vishrambha means there's closeness in heart, but respect with my mind and body. That's what I always look at. You feel very close, heartily connected and close to the Guru, but not physically. You keep some distance. Okay, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam. So that's just one separate thing called Guru's Tattva Nectar.